What is up, guys? Welcome back to another episode here on Above Average. My name is Trevor, and we got a good one for you today. We're keeping this the series going, my predictions, because I know you guys are just can't wait to hear what I have to say. Just joking, but yeah, if you're new to the channel, guys, we're almost at 2,000 subs. 2,000 subs. Don't you want to be the 2,000th? 2,000th? Don't you want to be the 2,000? Oh my god. Don't you want to be the 2,000th subscriber? Sure, we're gonna take that one. Yeah, because I think that would be sweet. Yeah, it's almost 2,000, so let's go, baby. 90% of you guys, something like that. We're getting views, but let's get these subs going. Let's get the likes going, guys. Let's see what you can do. And if you could do that, it takes 1 second. Just click, leave a like, and click. 2 clicks. That's all I'm asking. Just 2 clicks, okay? Thank you. So that being said, let's get into this trophy predictions and for the 2022-2023 NHL regular season. So to start things off, I don't want to be called a homer because I'm an Oilers fan. It's tough to explain because it's like if you have the best player in the world on your team, everyone's picking him, so why can't I? The second I pick him, I'm a homer, but it's like everybody else is saying he's the best player in the world. Why can't I? So you kind of get what I'm going at. The Art Ross Trophy is the first one that I'm going to be talking about, and I think Connor McDavid is going to win it this year. Man, this guy went, X Games mode this offseason, this postseason. It was insane to watch. If he brings that level of play, for sure, 100%, the best I ever seen anyone play ever, especially him. That was incredible. I'm talking 140 points up plus. That's where I want. That's where the ceiling is for him this year, and I really don't see anyone getting around there. I think there's going to be quite a few 100-point players this year, but I mean 140, man, like that's something I think like only really McDavid could do right now, and that's kind of why I have him winning the Art Ross as well. Leave a comment in the comment section below your predictions as well. I'd love to read them. I'm reading every single comment. So the Rocket Richard, okay? There's a very obvious answer, but there's nothing wrong with going off the board. That's kind of what makes these things fun. I very well could go Austin Matthews. He plays a full 82 games, 100%. I think he's probably going to win it, but that's the thing. I mean, he didn't play 82 games this year, and he still won it. So pretty impressive, but man, just Leafs fans, if there's any Leafs fans watching, just hear me out. As an Oilers fan to a Leafs fan, there's one player, that's one trophy I've never seen any player of the Oilers, win, and that is the Rocket. And damn near there was almost one last year, and it sucked we didn't win it. So Leon, I think Connor and Leon are going to be playing a lot more this year. You've seen what they were able to do in the playoffs. It's like, how can you not play these two at certain times in the season? I think it's going to be 50-50, and last year they didn't start a single game together, I'm pretty sure, or maybe very early on they did, but it was nothing, maybe like 4 games. Connor and Leon were on separate lines the entire season. I think that's going to be split. Like, I think it's going to be 50-50 this year, and I think that would be awesome to see, as I love goals. So Leon Draisaitl, I think he's going to win the Rocket. I can already see Leafs fans. You don't need to comment. I can already tell you guys are going to be like, yeah, you're such a homer. No, like, Matthews is way better. Okay, I get it, okay? But just let me be. This is my prediction. If you want to make your video, send me a video. I'll watch your video, and then I'll leave a comment. How would you like that, okay? No, but in all seriousness, this isn't really out of the question. If Matthews gets, look at it injury-wise, if he breaks his freaking tibia or something like that, then this is very realistic. Obviously Matthews might most likely probably will win it, but hey, my boy Leon, I gotta give him some credit, and he was damn close. Just 1 year, that's all I ask Leafs fans. Just tell he can be 1 goal less than Leon. Maybe they can share it. I'll be happy with that. So maybe we can work something out there. But yeah, so Leon Draisaitl Rocket, that's who I think is going to win the Rocket. So Ted Lindsay voted amongst the players. Connor McDavid, I'm sorry, I sound like a broken record here, but he's usually when the person wins, well, not the Art Ross, sorry, never mind, I wasn't okay, but I just usually when a player of Connor McDavid, he's always going to be in the conversation. He didn't win it last year. He won it the year prior. Didn't win it the year after that, and then won it the next year. So it's kind of a continuous trend. I think he's kind of got that Michael Jordan. He did this. So I'm going to do a better kind of competitiveness to him. And Ted Lindsay, yeah, I mean, I think he's going to pop off if he gets 140 points. Last player to do something like that was like in the 90s. So I mean, that's kind of, and as you see, you look at what happened this year with Matthews. They tend to go through. The things that really grab their interest is when players do something that hasn't been achieved in multiple years, and which was evident in Matthews' 60 goal case. So. If he gets 140 points, for sure, Ted Lindsay, I mean, you look at all the players, they're going to be like, yeah, that's insane. I'm voting this guy for sure. So with that being said, obviously, these two trophies go hand in hand. The Hart Trophy, I also have going to Connor McDavid. Usually if you win one, you most likely win the other. Connor McDavid, I think he's going to win the Hart. Like I said, if he pops off, which I think he will, man. There's people saying he's getting 170. I'm not saying that. I think 140 is realistic, though. That's only like 19 points difference or 21 points. I forget what it was from what he got this year. Even if he just gets 140, that's 17 points. I think he got 123 or 121. So it's either 17 or 19 points that finished with this year. Or, I don't know what I'm saying. Anyway, never mind. I kind of sound like a broken record, but just look what he did this playoff, guys. Like, it was insane to watch. I don't know if he's going to bring it like that every night, with a chance of injury, because, you want to save that, obviously, till the playoffs. But, man, he just was able to control the game, do whatever he wanted, and he was doing that in the playoffs against really good playoff teams. We're going to be playing the Kraken and the Coyotes and the Chicago. You know what I mean? Like there's a lot of lesser teams that I wouldn't be surprised Connor just gets 6-7 points this year. Like it's gonna be fun to watch, and I cannot wait. So Connor McDavid, he is my Hart Trophy winner as well. Oilers fans, yes, let's go Connor McDavid. Right on. Up next we got the Norris, and I've got Connor McDavid. I'm just joking. See what I did there? No, I'm just joking. Can you imagine? No, Cale Makar. That's all I have to say, really. Cale Makar, he very well could be in the Hart. Ted Lindsay, we're talking about playoffs. Cale Makar was playoffs this year. Just insane. Obviously, the Conn Smythe winner. Just unbelievable. Yeah, he's going to be in the conversation with the Hart and Ted Lindsay as well. But I don't know. I still think Connor might have a little bit better year, but time will tell, guys. And I cannot wait. I'm so pumped for this year. I cannot wait. But yeah, I think Cale Makar wins this trophy, and it's honestly, I don't think it's going to be close. I think it's going to be really unanimous. I don't know if anyone can really compete with him this next year. If Roman Yossi's able to do what he did last year, maybe. But the thing is I think Cale Makar is going to be a lot better than he was last year, and so that's why I'm like, yeah, because Makar's still going up, and Yossi, I wouldn't say he's definitely on the back nine, right? He's getting a little older. He's still going to perform really well next year. I'm not saying he's like done. He's still an elite, like top 3 defenseman in the world for sure. But just Cale Makar, man, he's just an absolute beauty, good old Berta boy, and you love to see it. Right on. So I think that's all I need to say for Cale's case. Right on. Next up, we got the Selke, and this one is very interesting. I'm very intrigued by this. I've got Sid the Kid winning the Selke. You know what? You talk about, players on the back nine. Crosby is one of the greatest players of all time for sure. And he's just excelled in every aspect of his game. He's improved it one year, and then he's moved on to something to improve the next year and the next offseason. It's insane. And his defensive game has always been pretty respectable. But, I think he's going to start finding that he's going to be more beneficial as a defensive kind of forward, then he, maybe, yeah, I'm not saying Crosby's like dying off and he's not going to be a point per game player next year, because that's not what I'm getting at. I think he very well could be that, but, I just think with players, he knows he's slowing down a little bit. He knows he's like, so, I think he's going to prioritize defense more than offense, and I really like this take. I'd love to see Crosby, he's one of my, I wouldn't say he's one of my favorite players, but he was the player to look up to growing up, and he was the talk of the world, right? So Sidney Crosby, can you get that Selke? I'd love to hear your thoughts. I think he can, and I like this one. This is off the board kind of pick, but I think he's definitely in the conversation. And you look at everyone that's kind of on that list. They've been in the league for quite some time, especially Patrice Bergeron. right? So I like this take, and yeah, I'm confident on this one. So Sidney Crosby, yeah, I think it's going to be if he were to win it. I don't think he has the Selke yet. I could be wrong, but I don't think he does. So that would be cool for sure. So right on. We just got a few left. Let's go with the Vezina, and I'm going to go off the board here again, guys. Thatcher freaking Demko. I think the Canucks as a whole are going to be a way better team, and I think Thatcher Demko, he is just going to be like the next level next year, and I cannot wait to watch. He is probably my favorite goalie in the entire NHL, and I love that name. Easily the best, coolest name in the entire NHL. I'm a huge Demko fan. I think he's sick. He's robbed the Oilers on multiple times that we've played Vancouver. Like Connor and Leon, just he's been pretty hard to beat. Like every time he steps up to he takes up the task. Like it's incredible to watch. So Canucks fans, you guys should be like so happy to have this guy as your goalie. Coming from an Oilers fan who doesn't, well, I mean, we kind of have one now, so that's nice. But yeah, Thatcher Demko, absolute stud. If he doesn't win the Vezina this year, I definitely see him in the conversation for many years to come. He's that good. So yeah, Vezina, absolutely. Let's go. Jack Adams, okay, there's Homer comments. I can already feel him coming in. But I got my boy Jay Woodcroft. Honestly, I love this guy. I love what he's done for the Oilers organization as a whole, from being up here and then getting sent down, developing, learning, and still taking in knowledge and just helping these players be the best to their ability to make it to that level. That's what he said. He was like, like guys, like I'm gonna help you get to that level. I know what it takes to be in the NHL, and I'm gonna get you there. And you look at the people who he's helped out, like Evan Bouchard, Yamamoto, Ryan McLeod. Tyler Benson's still a work in progress, but he's just been so beneficial for those guys. I just see this working so well, and I love Jay Woodcroft. I think he's a stud. He's got some humor. He's got really good answers in his post-game pressers, and I love that way better than Tip. Just yep, no, he's not playing. Yep, okay, bye now. Woodcroft, I think he there was a time meter when they first played the Flames, and it was like Woodcroft, as soon as he came into the league, his average answer time was like 2 or 3 minutes. And then Daryl Sutter, good old Daryl, his average time was like less than 10 seconds. So I thought that was really funny. That kind of shows it's like Daryl's like, I've been here, I don't have to impress anyone, I'm just going to say yes or no. And Woodcroft's obviously, I'm going to give you a very educated answer. So unbelievable guy. He really knows how to rally the troops. He's a lot younger. I love that for him too. He gels with the players, I think, a lot more. I love that coach-player bond. I don't think the Oilers had that before. So Jay Woodcroft, obviously there's a lot of good coaches out there. I don't know. This one I'm got a good gut feeling. Trevor's got a good gut feeling on this one. So I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comment section below. Tell me I'm a dummy, for sure. Go right ahead. I encourage all comments. Most comments, don't be too mean, but I can take that one for sure. Last but not least, the Calder Trophy. I saved this one for last because this is going to be super exciting. It's super exciting to watch, and I think this is going to be the one of, if not the best, Calder Trophy races and ever. So I couldn't pick a player, but I just want to tell you, Mason McTavish, guys, what a stud. Just watching what he was able to do in this World Juniors, man, he is a stud. He is going to be lighting it up with Trevor Zegras for so many years to come, and I cannot wait to watch that. They've got a player, Mason McTavish, and he's just so fun to watch. He's creative, great shot, silky smooth hands. He looks good. He's kind of the full package. He's solid too. He's one of my front runners, okay? And I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts on this as well. Matty Beniers, this guy is a stud. Obviously grew up in the U.S. development program, which is, tending to produce some really good players these days. It's pretty impressive, honestly. But Beniers is one of those players, a second overall 2 years ago, I think. And just unreal player. I think he got 9 points. I think I read 9 points in his first 10 games this year with Seattle. That's pretty good numbers, man. He kind of fit right in. That's on pace, almost being a point per game player. I don't know if he's going to jump in and keep that going, but yeah, Mason McTavish has definitely got some competition, Matty Beniers. And then a fellow Canadian as well, from Mason McTavish, obviously. Owen Power, I see, this is kind of him and Mo Sider are like hand in hand, like this is very similar. I see those two being like the prongers of the league in the next like 4 to 5 years, and it's going to be fun to watch. He's got some offensive touch, solid, smooth skater, but he's pretty physical, man. You see what he did. He got a hat trick in the World Juniors before it got canceled, the first one last year. And like those three players are going to be like stars in the league one day, and so that's why I'm like pretty pumped about this year's Calder race, or Calder Trophy race, because I don't know if it's a race, Calder Trophy, whatever you want to call it, the runnings for the Calder, because there's some really good players this year, and that's not just it. Cole Perfetti. Like, this guy was drafted super high. He's going to be playing for Winnipeg, and he's going to be playing pretty high in the lineup, I'd imagine. I could see him lighting it up with Shifes. Like, that's going to be sick. Very high hockey IQ kind of player. He does everything right. Cole Perfetti, he's going to be in the race for this trophy as well. Jack Quinn. When the Oilers drafted Dylan Holloway, this is the player I wanted. Him and Seth Jarvis were the players I really, really wanted. Jack Quinn, he popped off this year. He got Rookie of the Year in the AHL. This guy scores goals. He's a goal-scoring machine, and he was able to put up really impressive numbers. He was a point-per-game player in the AHL, which is insane. As a rookie, and I think he had 65. Guys, I think he got 65 points in. Look at this. Just hold your horses. I got you. Okay, look at this. Jack Quinn. Okay, so I was a little off. 61 points in 45 games. But that's insane. As a rookie I guess pretty well a rookie. It was his first full season. They gave him the Rookie of the Year. So, unbelievable player. Drafted 8th overall 2020. This guy, it could be sneaky good for Buffalo, and I love Jack Quinn. This guy's a stud. I think everything he did, goes to the NHL with him. 2 games this year as well, 2 points, point per game player. Let's go. Jack Quinn is definitely going to be in the running for this trophy, and that is super fun. I got 3 more players for this award. Sorry, I'm going to try and hurry. But then you got Kuzmenko, obviously. Apparently this guy's a rookie. I think this is kind of BS as well, but there is a good chance he's a lot older than these guys, which is unfortunate. I really think they should bring that number down to 23 if you're not or 24 at least. But 26, you're pretty well, chipping away to 30. You're almost at 30. You're not a rookie at 30. I don't know, but he's 26. He definitely has been playing, a lot longer than these guys. He's been playing at a higher level than these guys. So he could come in. We could have another Artemi Panarin situation. I don't know if he's going to be that good, but definitely he is older. That's why I have to have him on the list. We got Shane Wright. I'm very intrigued to the last 2 were come from this year's draft. Obviously, Slavkovsky, the first overall pick this year, and Shane Wright. They might be making a name for themselves. If not, Shane Wright, he's going to be. I think he's definitely going to be playing, and so he might surprise some people. I really do. But then, Slavkovsky, he's just a stud. He's got really tough competition this year, so that's why I think he's near him, and Wright are both near the bottom. I think it's between those 3, Matty Beniers, Mason McTavish, and Owen Power. Maybe Jack Quinn as well, honestly. But I had to throw these players in as well just to give some honorable mentions. So, guys, that wraps up this video. If you're new to the channel, as always, please feel free. We're almost at 2,000 subs, baby. So come on. It takes 90% of you guys. What are you doing? Just subscribe. Just subscribe. It's free. So that would mean the world. I'll see you in the next video, guys. Peace, and take her easy. Let's go.